Hey guys, Carter here with Patriot Training Center. Today I want to talk to you about a mistake I see a lot here in the shooting community, and that's practicing drills over practicing fundamental skills. There's two types of drills that I see make you a better shooter. You have evaluation drills and you have skill building drills. The problem that I see a lot is shooters will spend 90% of their time in evaluation drills, and they're just shooting drills to game them and try and get better at that drill. I think that hard skills will always win. So practicing on the fundamental skills instead of just trying to beat a drill is the way you want to become a better shooter. So let's talk about what the difference is between an evaluation drill and a skill building drill. So an evaluation drill is usually it's some sort of test qualification where you work on a bunch of different skills. You're not really working on them individually. It's kind of just testing where your skills are at. So it has a bunch of different things in it, reloading or shooting one-handed, but you're only getting a little bit of exposure to each of those skills at once to see if you can do that at a proficient level. The problem with spending 90% of your time there is you're not really working on any of those skills long enough to get better at them and really get the bang for the buck. So a lot of times you end up kind of stagnating. You can make a big jump in your training at the very first just by getting out and shooting, right? But if you're really trying to push yourself to the next level, I think that the strategy I'm about to share with you will help you do that. I love evaluation drills, don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna spend the majority of my training there. So what I'll do is I will shoot an evaluation drill at the beginning. I've been working on my dry fire. I've been spending a lot of time not at the range working on different skills. I'm gonna go shoot an evaluation drill first and just place where I'm at. What am I doing? What is the gun doing under recoil? Where are my skills deficient? And that's where the evaluation drills come into play. I love that. So I could see, maybe I'm shooting a qualification where I drop a couple with my dominant hand or my non-dominant hand. Those are identifiable things that I need to work on. So what I'm not gonna do is just go start shooting those drills the whole course of fire over and over again to try and get better at it. I'm gonna isolate the things that I need to work on and use skill building drills to get better at those. So let's talk about skill building drills. A skill building drill is what you do after you've identified what you need to work on with an evaluation drill. So if it's your dominant hand that you started pulling shots with on that evaluation drill, you take a skill drill and drill down and work on that specific skill to get better at it. So now I'm gonna demo what this would look like for a newer shooter and do an evaluation drill that is a really important drill that I really like. It's called the 3-second minimum drill. Basically what that is you have to draw from the holster, fire, and shoot 3 rounds in 3 seconds at 3 yards to an 8-inch circle. So I'm gonna shoot that and we'll see where I'm at. I'm gonna shoot it as a new shooter and then we'll see what I need to work on and then we'll work on it and then fix it, all right? All right, so 3 yards, 3 seconds, 8-inch circle. We'll see how I do. All right, so, okay. That was 4:57, my time on that. And if we come look over here, I've got 2 misses right here and I hit 1. So I would fail this drill. I could sit here and try and game the drill and really see if I can get all 3 in there, or I could see what's broken in my fundamental skills and fix those. So there's 2 different avenues we can work on here, and I don't really like working on both at once, so I'm gonna pick one. So I'm too slow, right? Because I've tried to do it in 3 seconds and I did it in 4.5, and I'm not accurate, right? So I have 2 outside the 8-inch circle. I'm always gonna work on accuracy first. There's no point in going faster if you can't hit the target when you're not under time. So the first thing I'm gonna work on is being able to accurately do this. So this is the Range Master Q target. I really enjoy using this target because I have a couple different things I could work on here. So for me, if I was skill building, what I would do is I'm going to take one of these parrots right here, and I'm not even going to really work on my draw. If I'm working on accuracy, I'm just going to work on trying to put all of these rounds into this circle. I'm going to figure out where my inadequacies are, maybe pull the ammo out of the gun, work on it a little bit dry, see what my sights are doing when I'm pressing the trigger, and then work on trying to shrink that group down. All right, so I'm going to work on that now. Now, obviously, I put them all in the Parrot. If you're a newer shooter, you're not going to be able to do that the first time, and that's okay. I'm just demoing. You want to get it to a point where under no time, you see I wasn't drawing or anything. I'm literally just trying to shoot accurately here. I want to shrink that group down, okay? Why I want to do that is because I want to have that reservoir of skill to where if I could do that, I could shoot this a little bit more quickly and still get them all in the 8-inch circle. So that's a really condensed version of the practice session. I would spend a lot more time here, but I just wanted to show you what that was, the end result of practicing that skill drill would look like. Okay, so now that we have our accuracy figured out, hopefully, I'm going to shoot the 3-second minimum drill again. All right, so that was a 4.93. It was a little bit slower, but you guys see I have them all touching right here. So now what I would do, I don't have an accuracy problem. I'm getting them all in the circle. The problem that I have is a speed problem. I need to work on getting that faster. So I would go back to a skill building drill, which is, let's look at my times here. My draw to first shot was a 3:02. That is extremely slow. Very easily fixed by dry fire, and I can even work on it at the range. I would definitely prefer to work on this in dry fire because there's a significant amount of time that I can get out of the holster before 3 seconds, right? So I'm gonna start working for 2.5 seconds. Then I'm gonna start working for 2 seconds. And that doesn't have anything to do with accuracy, really. That's just the economy of movement that I can save time there. So that's what I would be working on. I would build those skills, work on those in dry fire, and then I would come back and do it the right way, see if I could do it again. Let's simulate I've been working on it, and now I've got my speed there and I've got my accuracy there. Let's test my skills. I feel like I've really gotten better. Let's see if I can pass this now. All right. So my accuracy is really good. 2:14 is my time. My draw was at a 1:33. Obviously, you're not going to be able to make that big of a jump from a 3 to a 1:33 overnight, but that's the point of skill building drills. You're working those hard skills down to where you can do that. So everything's clean. I did it in under 3 seconds, so that would be a pass. There's a lot of good reasons why the 3-second minimum drill is very important. Being able to shoot quickly up close in a relatively small space like an 8-inch circle is very important. Most of these self-defense encounters that we see are within that 3 to 7 yard range. So being able to do this quickly, accurately, and efficiently is the first step to proficiency in concealed carrying. So if you guys want to try this 3-second minimum drill out, it's in the description below. Go click that link, try it out, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.